Morning, good evening, good afternoon, traders and students all around the world. This is FXPassion, broadcasting you live on Friday. Happy Friday, King of Swing. Happy Friday, Reagan. How is everybody? And remember, everybody, this is Forex Trading Course 101. What we are trying to do, we are trying to build a strategy and or a system that is easy for us to understand, easy to obey. We are trying to understand how risk management works inside our strategy and or system, and the big one, the psychology part. And what do champion beginner traders say? Champion beginner traders say, I am not going to live and die on by trade basis. And of course this is a quote from Mark Douglas. And I have my own quote here on the left: when the market scares the hell out of you, don't be afraid to do the right thing. What are the right things? Follow the rules, follow the strategy, follow the indicators. Hello Miguel, how are you? And remember, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide, and the webinars are not trading or investment advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only, and for homeworks or questions you have my Gmail contact, my Skype contact, and my LinkedIn contact. That being said, everybody, what we are going to do today, we are going to check and compare. Okay, so we are going to open CHF JPY, and we are going to go on the weekly chart. Okay, weekly chart, CHF JPY. And do we agree that we have quadruple tops here? One, right? We have two, right? We have three, right? And four. Do we agree on that, everybody? We have quadruple tops. Hello Allah, how are you? Do we agree that we have quadruple tops up in here? Sexta-feira, Zuelius. Woohoo! You are the master, Zuelius, not me. Everybody, do we agree that we have quadruple tops? The market reversed once, twice, three times, four times. Do we agree on that? It's a yes or no question, everybody. And it's really a no-brainer, right? It's a yes or no question. What do you think? And again, everybody, don't be shy, right? There is no right or wrong. Hello Janobi, how are you? Do we agree that we have quadruple tops? Okay, great. Now we are going to go from the weekly chart, we are going to go to the 2-hour chart. Okay, 2-hour chart. And we are going to compare, we are going to see how simple trading indicators work. Alright? So, talking about the reversals, what we learned so far? We learned about the counter trend line, right? So, this would be the counter trend line break to go short. This would be the counter trend line break to go short. This would be the counter trend line break to go short. This would be the counter trend line break to go short. This would be the counter trend line break to go short. And this would be the counter trend line break to go short. And this would be a counter trend line break to go short. Yes? Dia da cerveja. Very good, you know. Janobi says, I don't know when we trade market break the highs and the lows after my entry, but when I watch in history, I understand each and every move and earn millions in a year with strategy. Congratulations. So what's the problem? Problem is a bad word, right? What's the challenge? What's the challenge? You know? When we watch history, we earn millions in a year, right? So why don't we do this in real life? What's the challenge? And the answer is everybody, and you don't believe, do you? I'm telling you this from one year to another and you are not believing, you know. What's the challenge? It's psychology, everybody. Trading is 80% emotional, psychological. Oh, this is not true, I don't believe, I am rational. You are really not, you know. But, you know, as we are telling you, you can accept what we are teaching you, you can reject what we are teaching you, not a problem. So, this is CHF JPY 2-hour chart, and those are the entries that we learned with the counter trend line break. But when entered on real market, it doesn't work. Miguel, very optimistic. Hello, Annie. Janobi, it works. Believe me, it works. It works. There is another part that doesn't work, but it's not the system or a strategy, everybody. Yeah, alright, we cannot generalize, you know. There are some bad strategies also and bad systems, you know. But you can ask all the 202 students, you know, that moved from Forex course 101, they moved to Forex course 202, everybody. You can ask them, they're going to tell you it's all about psychology. I mean, it's all about, you know, and has... Of course, we need to learn, you know, how the market works. We need to learn how the market waves, structure, trends, you know, support, resistance, trend lines, extension, retracement. We must learn this, of course, but after this has nothing to do with the chart. Professional trading has nothing to do with the chart. You know, okay, so those are the counter trend lines. Now simple trading indicators, MACD. So let's compare MACD, you know, let's compare MACD with the counter trend lines, you know. So counter trend line 1, counter trend line 2, counter trend line 3, counter trend line 4, counter trend line 5, counter trend line 6, counter trend line 7, right? Those are the counter trend lines entries. Now the orange one is MACD, so orange one is MACD. So where is the MACD? MACD 1, it's the same, okay, we have an entry. Now here we don't have an entry, we don't have an entry 2, and we don't have an entry, no entry, no entry, no entry, okay. Now tell me, everybody, what do you think? What do you think, everybody? Is it worth to use MACD maybe, you know? I mean, there is no right or wrong. What do you think? So what's the answer? Passion, can we use indicators? Absolutely yes. Passion, can we trade without indicators? Absolutely yes again. You know, but as we told you, everybody, you need to have different indicators for different things, you know. If you want to build a system, try to put 2 or 3 indicators together in order to enter. But as you can see, everybody, I would be much more profitable just using counter trend lines comparing to MACD. Agreed? No, I'm not saying the MACD is bad, of course not, you know. Now let's put on the chart stochastic RSI. Okay, and it's going to be pink, right? So we are trying to find the indicator that is going to help us enter the market, you know. So pink, yes, we do have pink, you know, not sure about it, but yes, okay, yes, we do have one here, and not in here, not in here, not in here. Yes, we do have it here. Remember the difference between leading and lagging, but looks like stochastic worked better than MACD in this example. The black lines, the black vertical lines are the counter trend line breaks. The yellow, the orange one is MACD, and now the violet is the stochastic. So if I would use stochastic together with the counter trend line break, I would have a much better result, right? Miguel is saying, I think it's quite convincing to use it, but it's more convincing to draw yourself the counter trend line. Sure. So what's the challenge, you know? Why some people do use a lot of indicators? Well, maybe we are not in front of the screen, you know. Some of you are programmers, you know, you want to program your entries with the MACD or whatever, it's still okay. Not a problem, right? But when you see this, everybody, we are going to see that stochastic worked better, right? Now let's delete a few things. Delete, 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 and delete, and delete. Now we have the chart and we have the stochastic. What else we can put on the chart, you know? Let's put on the chart EMA cross, EMA, and you know, EMA 21, clone, and 8, and red like this. Now let's see if EMA is going to help us. So EMA cross, yes, once, EMS cross twice, EMS cross not in here, not in here, 3 times, okay, EMA cross, no EMA cross. So as you can see, everybody, compared to MACD and EMA, you know, they're quite similar, you know. If I would use EMA cross to enter and only EMA, I would have 1, 2, 3 entries only. Using the counter trend and breaks, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. EMA cross, only 3. You know. And what's the lesson today, everybody? What is the lesson? Delete, 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 delete. What is the lesson today? The lesson is, if I put too many indicators, I will encounter what it's called analysis paralysis. I don't know if my English is correct. Everybody, please correct my English. You know, if I put too many indicators, I will encounter analysis paralysis. What does this mean? This means that, you know, if I'm using EMA, let's say that I'm building a strategy or a system, right? If I'm using EMA, if I'm using the wrong mix of indicators, I would never enter. You know, I would never enter. So if I'm going to use, this is okay, this is okay. Okay, so let's drop MACD again. Where is the MACD? Hekinashi. Okay, MACD one more time. MACD. Something like this, and you know, so if I would use MACD together with, so this is one, you know, or this is not two, right? Okay, now look at the signal from MACD, everybody, and look the EMA cross. I would enter only once. If I'm building a system, everybody, or a strategy, and I'm using not the correct combination, I'm going to encounter analysis paralysis. You know? So if I would use MACD and EMA cross on CHF JPY 2-hour chart, instead of me making money, I would leave money on the table. I would have only 2 entries. Oh, thank you, Zuelius. So let's correct my English. Thank you. Let's correct my English. Paralysis. Thank you. Okay, everybody. I would not make money. I mean, I would with those 2, but look how many pips would I leave on the table. And if one of those 2 trades is a loser, then what? Joe Ked is saying the problem with Stochastic is that do you enter trade each time it crosses 80 up? Sure. There is no perfect indicator, there is no perfect strategy, there is no perfect charting software, you know, there is no perfect broker, there is no perfect husband or wife, you know, this is life. Right? So when you are, everybody, if you are using some kind of indicators, yeah, I know, I was joking, no problem. When we are using some kind of indicators, just remember, if you put too many indicators, you will encounter analysis paralysis. Make sense, everybody? King of swing, supply and demand happens in live market, not on demo. Not true. No, sir. Not true. King of swing, this is not true. Why not? Because the demo account is showing you exactly the same candles that the live account. So this is not true. Okay? Everybody, don't think, oh, I'm losing because I'm on the demo and it's virtual money, so I need to start with the live account and I'm going to be profitable. Doesn't work this way. You know? And I'm telling you why, you know? I have traders that were profitable on the demo account and they were profitable on the live account later. And I have traders that were not profitable on the live account and they were not profitable on the demo later. Do you understand this? Oh, Passion, I don't believe you. This is cool, you know. Go find somebody, everybody, you know, find somebody who is not profitable on the live account and who is profitable on the demo. You won't find any. So don't think, everybody, oh, if this is you, you know, and you are losing on a demo account, and if you are thinking, oh, I'm losing, you know, because it's a demo, and on the live account I'm going to make money, you won't. You won't. Just ask the guys, you know. Just ask the guys, you know. Oh, Passion, I'm on the live account. Cool. How are you doing? Not good. Of course not. You are not ready yet. Habits are formed on the demo account, everybody, not on the live account. True or true? You know, and I'm telling you, before you jump into the live account, show yourself 3 months of profits on the demo. You don't need 2 years. Show 3 months. One after another. Make sense, everybody? So going back, you know, and this is CHF-JPY, you know, the 2-hour chart, I mean, or going to the weekly again, right? Going to the weekly chart again, and let's do it like weekly on the left. You know, we could pocket, and this is just an example, you know, we shorted the market, right? Because we have quadruple tops, you know, and we could pocket, you know, all these pips in here, you know, but because of analysis paralysis, or, you know, I'm using indicators and I'm using a strategy and I have no entry and no entry and the risk reward is not okay and blah blah blah, you know, and it's normal, right? We are learning how to trade. We are not, you know, we are leaving the money on the table, you know. Oh, what if I lose? You are going to lose anyway. We all have losing trades time to time, right? So try to, if you are going to use indicators, everybody, try to not to complicate too much, you know. Oh, I'm using Bollinger Bands and I'm using EMA Cross together with Stochastic RSI and Ichimoku, you know. So this is the those are the counter trendline breaks, everybody, that we use to make money, okay? And this is the EMA cross, okay? Now we're going to delete EMA cross. Let's put Heikin Ashi, right? Heikin Ashi and line, okay? Now Heikin Ashi is good in here, you know, and it's a mess in here. So Heikin Ashi is good when we have directional moves, right? So Heikin Ashi would not work here because we would end up exit the market, you know. We would exit the market. It would work here, quadrant. Here the Heikin Ashi would work. Circle would not work. Quadrant. Here it would work, and here it would work, and here, you know. Okay. Now, and I'm going to put again Stochastic, where is the stochastic again? Bull SMA, RSI. Okay, now add indicators, MACD again, and stochastic RSI again, stochastic RSI again, and EMA cross. Okay, EMA cross, edit indicator, EMA 21 and EMA clone EMA 8. Like this. Okay. Now take a close look at the chart, everybody, and tell me, what do you see? Okay, I'm going to delete the circles. Okay. Delete the quadrants. You know, take a close look at the chart and the indicators and tell me what is your conclusion. Take a look at the entries from the lesson number 5, basic module, back in time, 8 months ago. You learned about the counter trendline breaks, and now look at indicators and tell me what is your conclusion. Is this good? Is this bad? Is it okay? Yes, indicators help me. No, indicators are not helping me. And remember, there is no right or wrong. Question, passion, can I use indicators? Yes, you can. Question, passion, can I trade without indicators? Yes, you can. I cannot see Heiken Ashi, sorry. There you go. There you go. Everybody, what do you think? What is your conclusion? Now it's Friday, right? So it cannot be everything that bad, right? And it's not, it's not, okay? It's not. So I'm going to give you a suggestion, okay? And it's on this example, right? So, okay, I'm going to delete the EMA and Heiken Ashi, or I can leave the Heiken Ashi, it's all the same, you know. Delete the EMA, whatever. Okay, now, no, I'm going to delete the Heiken Ashi too. Okay, now in this example, everybody, don't mix apples with bananas. Okay, what is working here? What is working in this example, you know? What is working? Maybe, you know, enter with counter trendline break and use MACD to exit. You know, I'm going to use the counter trendline break to enter the market, and I'm going to MACD to exit. So I would enter here, you know, counter trendline, and I would exit here. Entry, exit, you know. So this is the exit. This is the exit, the green line. This is the exit where they crossed, you know. So the quadrant is the profit, right? And I would enter one time and I would exit in here. This would be one, and another quadrant. I would have two trades exiting the same way. So this is the second exit, and I would enter here and I would exit here. One trade, second trade, and third trade. like this, right? And the exit would be here. One more on the right, MACD must cross. So, okay. It is a mess. What about now? Does MACD work as my exit indicator? Finally some good news, huh? It must be something good. If there is something bad, that must be something good, right? It's always, you know? So, is MACD working as an exit indicator? I'm going to enter with the counter trendline break. I have no clue what the market is doing. I don't know anything about, you know, structure, whatever. I'm just entering counter trendline breaks without the Fibonacci, and I'm exiting with the MACD. Of course, I need to be positioned in the right direction, you know. The same way I'm winning, I can also lose, right? So I need to have some kind of direction. But how does MACD work? The way you put it looks quite convincing in favor of MACD. Everybody, I'm telling you, you know, you need to backtest this. But it's an example how you can encounter analysis paralysis if you have too many indicators, you know, or if you have a wrong combination of indicators, you are not going to go anywhere, no entry for you. But on the other side, when you find an indicator, you know, and you can see that you can use it to just maybe to exit, why not? You know, why not? Now let's check NZD-CAD, right? NZD-CAD daily chart, weekly chart. NZD-CAD weekly chart, alright? And counter trend line, those are big swings, everybody. Counter trend line, counter trend line, counter trend line, counter, not this one, counter trend line, and counter trend line, and counter trend line, you know. And let's put MACD. MACD not here, so add indicator, MACD. Let's see. Let's see. So I would enter here and exit vertical line. So this is my first exit, this is my second exit, this is my third exit, and this is my fourth exit, right? So I would exit here, this would be one trade, I would exit here, this would be the second trade, I would exit here with 2, 1, 2, you know, I would exit here, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the fifth was not the best one, but in general, you know, how does MACD work as an exit indicator? What do you think? And again, please do not generalize. No, oh, I'm going to use MACD. You need to backtest. What do you think? And you need to backtest, you know, maybe MACD works as an indicator to exit on the 2-hour chart, on the weekly chart. Maybe it doesn't work on the 15-minute chart or the 30-minute chart, on the daily chart. You need to backtest it. But those are two examples where, you know, so why are we using indicators? You know, because maybe sometimes, talking about exits, you know, maybe sometimes we are using cancel and replace and the market stop us out, right? The market stop us out and we don't have confidence to enter back again. Does this make sense to you? So let's go here on, I'm going to clone, okay, and so from the first one, okay, let me, not this one, so this would be, I'm going to delete this one, this one, this one, delete, 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 delete most of the things, right? Delete, delete. So let's talk about this trade here. Okay, back in time, this was the market and we entered the market and we were, so this is the weekly and we would short the market on the weekly, right? Now let's go on the 2-hour chart without the MACD, okay, and we would cancel and replace, okay, so I would short the market, it doesn't really matter where, so I would short the market in here and this is my stop loss up in here. Let's make it bolder. And I'm I'm following the market, you know, market sideways, making lower lows, so cancel and replace, you know, another low, you know, cancel and replace, cancel and replace, you know, cancel and replace in here. This is a high, so the market would stop me out in here, right? This is me cancel and replacing the stop loss and the market would stop me out in here. This is my cancel and replace technique. Nothing special, it just means that every time that the market makes a new lower low, I'm going to cancel and replace my stop loss to the most recent high, to the previous high. So here the market would stop me out, right? Now, do I have confidence to re-enter? Everybody? You know, let me see. Okay. Would you re-enter here? You know, maybe yes, right? Maybe yes, but maybe not, right? Maybe yes, maybe not. But if you are using MACD, so you are trading on the 2-hour chart, okay? But if you would see the MACD on the weekly, just an example, don't mix apple with bananas. I'm not saying that the weekly is the confirmation time frame of the 2 hours, okay? Don't mix apples with bananas. I'm just showing you an example, okay? So even though I was stopped out, and especially when the market crowns, you know, especially when the market crowns against me, most likely I won't have confidence to re-enter. True or true? I did okay, I make some profits, I cancel and replace my stop, the market stopped me out, I made some profit, but I have a crown against me. How much confidence do I have to re-enter the market? Let's be honest here, I'm a beginner trader, you know. The market was falling, falling, falling until the market stopped me out with this bullish engulfing candle and stopped me out. Do I have confidence to re-enter the market? Most likely not, right? Yes, I have yes, of course you do, of course you do. Come on, you know, let's be honest here. You know? Most likely I won't have confidence to re-enter here. I would wait, you know, I would wait for the market to show me 2 lower lows and 2 lower highs. You know, maybe I would wait for the market to do something like this before I enter the market again. Right? But if I would backtest the MACD enough, and one more time, these webinars are not trading or investment advice. We are trying to teach you something. But if I would have backtested the MACD enough, I would see that because the lines didn't cross, you know, and I would be confident on this, I would re-enter with not a problem, with no problem. I would re-enter here, I would re-enter here, okay? So let's continue. I entered here and I'm canceling and replacing my stop on the 2-hour chart. You know, this is my stop up in here, you know, and my stop lower low, lower high, and the market moved down, lower low, lower high. This is my stop, lower low, lower high, and bam, I was stopped out again. Right? Now, one more time, you know, this is 3rd of May, so I would go on the weekly chart. I would go on the weekly chart and I would find 3rd of May, so March, April, 7, doesn't matter, 7th, you know, so I would see that MACD didn't cross, right? MACD didn't cross. So one more and right, MACD didn't cross. And there you go, this one and this one. So 2-hour chart, MACD didn't cross on the weekly, right? So what I'm going to do? Well, I'm going to follow the market, put a counter trend line and following the market, you know, and I would re-enter here. Right? So, question everybody, does this use of MACD make sense to you? Can you use MACD as an indicator, maybe to enter, maybe not, maybe to exit, maybe not, maybe to re-enter the market, maybe not? What do you think? And the same logic goes, everybody, for all the simple indicators, all of them. MACD is just an example, but what we just did today, you can do it with Stochastic, you can do it with the EMA cross, you can do it with Heikin Ashi, you know, you can do it with Heikin Ashi smooth. You know, this is Heikin Ashi smooth, why not? Everybody, this is one of the lessons that you should watch 2 or 3 times minimum in order to understand how to use simple indicators for your entry, for your trade management, and for your exit. I have a comment on the other streaming platform, everybody. If those are simple indicators, what would be a complex? Well, great question. a complex indicator, everybody, would be, guess what? Ichimoku cloud. Ichimoku. Now this is a this is what it's called a not simple indicator. And if you put gamma guppy, and if you put gamma guppy, so now this is what it's not simple anymore. What would you say, everybody? Let's remove MACD. Look in here. The class is about simple indicators. Does this look like simple to you, everybody? Those are just two indicators, one upon another. Wow, right? Wow, I mean, wow. Great question, great question. If MACD is a simple indicator, in EMA cross it's a simple indicator, and Stochastic it's a simple indicator, and Heikin Nash it's a simple indicator, what indicators are not simple? Those two are not simple, believe me. Why do we have them? Great question. It's a great question. I have no idea. No, why do we have this one? But I do have traders that are saying, yes, Ichimoku helps a lot. Okay, cool. I have traders saying gamma guppy helps a lot. Cool again, you know. But believe me, those are not simple. I mean, how can you trade this one? What do you think, everybody? Just remember to watch this webinar today 2 or 3 times if you want to use indicators, because you need to backtest them, you know. And today we showed you how MACD works as an indicator to exit the market and maybe to re-enter, right? But don't generalize, you know. There is no perfect indicator. It's not going to work 100% of the time. Okay, everybody. Today is Friday. Let's talk about your next level number 5. If you want to get funded, if you want to have money to trade, okay, this is number 5. If you want to trade for an asset manager or hedge fund, ask for incubation, where FXPassion, I will personally allocate the funds for you to trade with. Okay, you will receive 50% of profit share on our money for the first quarter, and then you will receive up to 70%. Okay, show us that you are a good trader. You can make a career with this. No tricks, no hidden costs, you know. Just show us that you're a good trader and you can build your trading career. Okay, there is only one rule: maximum drawdown of our money is 30%. You cannot lose more than 30%. Okay, this is number 5. Number 1, as always, you know, if you want to accelerate your learning and not to waste 1 to 3 years, ask for private lessons. Or if you think that you know everything about Forex Course 101, you know, ask for Forex Trader Course 202 and learn about psychology, everybody. It's not about the chart. Oh, I don't believe you. No problem. You know, but believe me, professional traders don't have one-on-one issues. Wouldn't you agree? Okay. Number 2, if you want to start your own trading business and attract investors, it doesn't matter where you live, connect and we will talk about your needs and wishes and find a specific business model. So, do you want to build your own hedge fund, or do you want to build a trading academy, or whatever? Connect and we are going to talk. Number 3, if you are losing time and money, but specifically if you are losing or missing entries, like, oh, I missed this entry, I missed that entry, and setups, you might consider trading with a different charting software, okay, and take advantage of technology. And number 4, which is the most difficult one, if you want to trade with me, you need a real account with minimum 25,000. Oh, I got scared, right? $25,000 or equivalent in other currency. And remember, this is not a signal service. Are you going to send me signals? No. You need to work. And strict rules apply. Sebastian, hi, where to ask? No, connect with me with... No, everybody, great question. Stohastic has nothing to do with this. Okay, you can connect with me. Send me an email or Skype or LinkedIn. Can you see the... This is my Gmail, this is my Skype, this is my LinkedIn. Sebastian, can you see? Great question. No, unfortunately, this has nothing to do with Stohastic. Okay? And back in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody, what is the bottom line? The bottom line is, if you are here in Stohastic webinars for 1, 2, 3 years and you are not moving, this means that maybe your way is not working. Make sense? If you are trying to trade, being profitable for 3 years, 4 years, whatever, and you are not making it, maybe your way is not working. So if your way is not working, why don't you try ours? This is the bottom line. Try our way, you know, what do you have to lose? Okay? Happy Friday, happy weekend, everybody. Our time is up. See you back on Tuesday. Until Tuesday, stay strong and relax with passion. This is FXPassion signing off.